Hello there, my dear students. Welcome to Science Made Simple by Ms. Floss. We are still in the same standard, that is 62B.1. I can analyze and interpret data for weather conditions, including wind, speed and direction, air temperature, humidity, cloud types and air pressure, weather maps, satellites and radar, to predict local weather patterns and conditions. To deconstruct the standard, we are to analyze and interpret data from the types of clouds to predict local weather patterns and conditions. So our focus of study now is about the types of clouds. For our cross-cutting concept, we have patterns, cause, and effect. So before I move on, I wanted to show to you like a video presentation about the types of clouds. Credit to Learning Junction. If you wanted to watch their video, you can always visit them. That's a Learning Junction types of clouds. But as you look at this, these are the different types of clouds now, depending on where you can find this in our atmosphere or up there in the sky. So we have, when you say the low-lying clouds, they are the stratus cloud, the stratocumulus clouds, the cumulus clouds, and the cumulonimbus clouds. When we have now the mid-rising clouds, that's why we have the altostratus, altocumulus, and the nimbostratus. When you say the high-lying clouds, they are usually above 20,000 feet, then we call them the cirrus, the cirrocumulus, and the cirrostratus. So look at the patterns, you look at how they look like and where they are found. So the stratus and the cumulus, they are low-lying clouds here. We have the mid-lying clouds, and we have the high-lying clouds. So we will look at one more time, what are these clouds? Let's look closely. So clouds are actually a collection of millions of tiny water droplets or ice crystals. If you remember our water cycle, clouds are formed in the condensation process, wherein gas now has changed to liquid, because as water goes up through evaporation, water changes to gas now, and once this gas or water vapor reaches in the higher atmosphere and the higher troposphere, where temperature decreases, they will change now from gas to liquid, and that's what we call condensation. And that condensation process now form our clouds. So there are actually four basic types of clouds. We have the cirrus clouds, the stratus clouds, the cumulus clouds, and a combination of a cumulus and nimbus clouds, so we call it cumulonimbus. Let's look at cirrus clouds now. This is a thin, wispy clouds, and they are formed high in the sky. Just like in the Learning Junction video clip or part that I have shown to you, they are high-lying clouds. So it's a thin, wispy clouds forming high in the sky. And this will tell you that the cirrus clouds form when the wind is strong, but it has a fine weather. Okay? So when you look up in the sky later, I want you to identify what type of clouds are there, and with that you can even to yourself predict what will be the weather for the day. Another type of clouds, we call it stratus clouds. They are flat horizontal clouds. They form in layers at low altitude. They cover large areas of the sky, blocking sunlight. So you can see like they are just a tiny clouds. They are in layers, and as if they are arranged properly on top in the troposphere. and they actually is blocking the sunlight, so you might say that, oh, it seems like it's about to have a rain because there's a lot of clouds in there. So that's exactly true, because the stratus can produce rain or snow showers, and fog is a stratus cloud also close to the Earth's surface. So you notice early in the morning when you are driving and that you cannot see the road because the visibility is being blocked, and it's actually now the stratus clouds that come close to the Earth's surface. So look at that. They look like a mat of clouds. They are thin, but they are spread out, and they can even block the sunlight. We have here now another type of clouds, a cumulus cloud. They are fluffy, white clouds, puffy, or they look like a cotton balls out there, and they are just very nice to look at. So these cumulus clouds also is a sign of a fair weather. There's no rain coming up, but they are just there, like good enough, and they have the clouds have just enough water that they can hold, and you cannot expect a weather coming up later on. So we have here the last one. We have the cumulonimbus. They are large gray cumulus clouds. Going back to our cumulus clouds, you see they are white. It's a fair weather. But once these cumulus clouds change color and they become grayish, this is what you call now a cumulonimbus clouds. And if you see that out there, you can predict that there will be thunderstorms coming up. You have lightning and thunder. Alright? So these clouds now help us, even to ourselves. If you just understand what are those clouds for, you will be able to predict also the weather for the day by just merely looking at the types of clouds that you can see up in the sky. So let's say I want you now to identify the type of clouds that I have in here. Like this one, what do you think this type of clouds? So we can say that is a cumulus clouds. This is a Cirrus clouds. Yes, I think. And this is now your cumulonimbus cloud. This is your correct stratus cloud. This is a cirrus cloud. This is also a cumulonimbus clouds. Alright, so I hope you are able to identify the type of clouds based on the lesson that I presented to you. So this time, I want you to step outside from your house and look and observe what type of clouds that you can find outside. And then by looking at that clouds, I want you to predict what do you think will be the weather for the day. Alright, so that will be all for today. See you again next video.